Oh, yeah. Are we recording? Oh, yeah. Oh, I love this song. Boredom. Opening up there.
I'm opening a Shiner Tex-Hex. I don't know what that's called, eh?
No, it's this is kind of a lighter IPA, right?
Oh yeah. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the most unprofessional little podcast there ever was, eh?
Hey.
Howdy.
Yeah. We're like episode 112.
Oh,
we're
no,
awesome.
It's more like 91, eh?
Oh, we're still under 100?
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, under 100. Not quite there. There's a century mark there, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not going to ask me, well, I'm going to talk a little funny? You're not going to ask?
You just got back from vacation.
Yeah.
I assumed you got,
absorbed it through
inseminated.
osmosis up there, yeah. You know, like 20 miles from Canada, eh? So here I am. I brought maple syrup and everything, eh?
Did you really?
No.
Oh.
No. Sorry, that was just a ruse.
I was going to say, let's take a shot at maple syrup.
Goddamn Texan.
Okay, I got you.
You didn't go get you some fish and chips?
No fish and chips. Man, who's that voice over there? Is that our special guest tonight? Ghost Bro in the house. Ninja Bro.
I know. We had to turn the cameras off so you can't see him.
Yeah, I'm looking a little shaggy here.
You can't see the ghost, okay?
I know. Right. We're actually all sitting up in here shirtless because it's so hot outside.
Yeah, I'm literally I'm getting shirtless right now.
That's why you can't see us. We will not put this on camera.
We're doing it for the safety of our listeners and their marriage.
Yes, obviously.
If we put ourselves out there half naked, why am I the only one with my shirt off, by the way?
We do not promote temptation.
Because I'm comfortable.
It's freeing. Let it all out, boys.
Temptation's a sin.
Yeah, there you go. So we don't want to break up marriages and relationships and have, women beating down our door. We have our own wives that they just can't get enough of us.
And when it comes down to it, we just respect you, the listener.
That's right.
We would not do that to you.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Respect. RESPECT.
But who knows? Maybe that changes by the next episode and we'll just air it.
Yeah, maybe so.
Air it out. Yeah.
Am I making y'all uncomfortable?
Not at all.
You want me to take off my pants too?
Sure.
No,
go for
it.
Dude, it is. I know we expect this every year.
Yeah. And we bitch about it every year too.
It's coming. But you can't exist in the summer here without bitching.
It is, yeah.
I don't know how it feels the worst it's ever been every year.
Yeah, truly.
Like it really does. And I don't know how that's actually can be a thing.
I think it's because of age-related issues as well. Like, just old men now.
Well, that's possible. I think
everything sucks.
It's like 2017. I might have looked back one time being like, okay, July hit. And I was like, this isn't so bad. It's all right.
Yeah.
It's not.
Let's party. What are you doing? Let's do some stuff.
It's 99, but it kind of feels like 98. And I'm good with it.
Yeah.
But that hasn't happened since then.
No, now you're like, I don't want to get out of my house.
Yeah, screw that.
I might end up being a serial killer. You never know. You never know what could happen in a 105-degree day with.
It's like 90%. You could fall off the lawnmower and run yourself over.
Yeah, but
it could happen.
Hopefully, you wouldn't notice because you'd be dead of a heat stroke already or something. Like you.
Yeah, if you're like me, you've probably undone the seat mechanism that turns the mower off whenever you actually stand up.
Dude, you're talking to a farmer, so every safety mechanism that was ever implemented on any machine is disabled.
So, yeah.
So I don't want to jinx myself, so I'm going to knock on some wood here. But yeah. Screw safety.
I mean, it's worse ways to go.
But yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool. It'd be a great story for the descendants of your family one day. Yeah. That old granddad.
Theoretically, the grandchildren.
The old granddad Overton got chopped up into mincemeat by the lawnmower because he drank too much beer and passed out and went to heaven. Went to see Jesus.
It was 104 degrees. And
that's okay. So all stories be known here. That's kind of how my great grandfather went. The dude was a raging alcoholic and a smoker, and
so this was your grandfather's dad.
Yes, my grandmother's dad, and this is the Daggett side. Poor bastard got I don't know if he was drinking or not, but anyways, he had a heart attack on the tractor with a plow in tow. working the field. Of course, that old tractor is the one sitting down there by the house too.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Falls off the back in between the tractor and the plow and, gets turned into
Dude,
earth.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a cool story.
What a memorable way to go, huh?
Right. And so you too, if you drive by the Overton farm, you can see this famed
You can see the
tractor.
old murder machine.
Yeah.
The murder machine.
Write that down. The murder machine.
You got it.
We're going to name this one early.
That's awesome.
I'm going to put my clothes back on. You guys are making me insecure.
No,
Yeah.
don't put those back on.
Usually you're the one that's the nudist here. Why are your clothes on at all?
It's
nobody's
cold
looking
in
at
here.
us.
No, I'm joking.
Dude,
I'll take them off.
It is not cold. This is freeing, man. Be liberated.
Yeah.
Be liberated. God damn, you're sexy. Thank you. Look at that. Oh, sorry, you can't. You can't. Only we can. For our eyes only here at Whiskey Bros. Hey, maybe we should do like a
You feel better?
A vault video episode. We're like, you want to get intimate with the Whiskey Bros? You want to see us with our shirts off? $29.95.
I mean, we could
right.
post it to our OnlyFans channel.
Oh, damn. Did you get us set up with one?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Let's get
I mean,
on.
I've been secretly posting you for like months.
He's got a toilet in there, or a camera in your bidet toilet set up over there.
Yeah, it's you only thought that was a mirror you were like looking into.
Oh, man. Talk about things that you do miss on vacation. I need a travel bidet. Mm-hmm. Man. And when we first got there into Michigan, they had a freakish heat wave. It was like 95, 120% humidity.
You're like,
because
why
in
did
20
I even come here?
Oh, dude, it was terrible. But we had a great time. Good times with the family. Hearts mended, and I don't know, just good times.
Good. Good. Did y'all do anything? Like, what I mean, is it cheese? No, that's Wisconsin cheese. So what's Michigan?
We weren't in Wisconsin. Michigan is like good beer.
It's beside Wisconsin, right?
Well, it's across the lake.
Oh,
Michigan.
okay.
So in essence, it's across the fucking ocean.
Okay.
So it's Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, Michigan.
Okay.
And then, well, technically,
I mean,
yes,
they all run together to me, but
the upper peninsula of Michigan is bordering Wisconsin.
okay.
Maybe it's, you know what?
Are you getting naked too?
No.
Oh.
I was looking for my phone.
Oh, darn. Okay.
What a disappointment.
Oh yeah, you're pulling up the map. So
Yeah,
I
we're
can
gonna look at
actually
this. I don't know if it. I think it borders Wisconsin on the Upper Peninsula. Pretty sure it does. If not, it's going to be Minnesota. Where
So
that Minnesota accent gets really thick, eh?
So y'all drove, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Why?
It's a 13-hour drive. It's not bad, but we split it, in St. Louis or somewhere like that. And having a kid in a car, because we're going back from Michigan to Chicago. Then my wife's family is all from Valparaiso, Indiana, right here.
Okay.
Okay, so they're Chicago. We're north of Grand Rapids in a little community called Newaygo, a pretty community along the Muskegon River. Beautiful spring-fed river.
And then that's Wisconsin.
Yep, there it is. Okay, so there's the
across the lake, like you said.
literally across the lake. But this here is the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Okay,
Okay.
and this is where it does actually indeed border Wisconsin.
I gotcha. So you either go through Michigan to get to Michigan, or you go through Wisconsin to get to Michigan.
To get to Michigan, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But it is so here down in the Chicago suburbia area, there's a few pretty beaches, and the Indiana Dunes State Park is there, and you could stand out and look at this. You could stand out and look at this lake, and if you didn't have inclination of like satellite imagery or modern, geography, you'd have no clue that wasn't an ocean.
It
Just
horizon to horizon.
Bingo.
It's just
Yeah.
it's water.
Bingo. Yep. And it's not even the biggest. You got Lake Superior that's the largest. So
I mean, here I thought the Great Lakes were like drying up.
no. Oh no.
Yeah,
No,
it's
they're-
because of global warming.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
Is it global warming?
Oh, I didn't know to think otherwise.
Well,
Why would it not be global? I mean, I thought,
Funny that you ask.
oh,
Funny that you ask.
what?
We have been accidentally cooling the planet,
No,
and it's about to stop.
Yeah, what's that little kid? Greta. Greta?
Greta Thunberg.
Yeah, she's been saying that the opposite.
Well, there you go. You can't believe everything you read on the internet, but you can believe what the whiskey bros tell you, because we're here.
Absolutely.
We have a no bullshit policy, okay?
Yep, no bullshit.
Reputable
Humans,
news
fossil
source.
fuel burning has cooled the planet while warming it.
What? I mean, something
Don't
about
make
that
no
just
sense.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't make no sense.
I mean,
So-
whenever I read that, I'm like, obviously the who is correct.
But fewer people know that burning fossil fuels doesn't just cause global warming, it also causes global cooling. It's one of the great ironies of climate change and air pollution, which has killed tens of millions, but has also curbed some of the worst effects of a warming planet. So, keep polluting, everybody.
Who knew?
Roll that coal. Let's keep it cool here, okay?
Yeah, yeah. So if we decided to warm the planet in any other way, it might have ended up disastrous.
You know, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Yes. God was looking out for us. He's like, here, I have given you the wisdom to make a diesel motor. Go forth and polluteth the planet.
Yeah.
Okay? Because otherwise you're going to burn up.
Speaking of pollution, like, did you see that ghastly fire that was occurring on the way down here? Like,
did.
I mean, those people were like polluting the hell out of the place.
Yeah, the EPA should come find them.
Obviously.
I mean, just get on it. But for real, I've read that before, and that's something that never goes really widely advertised as like
So what's their
CO2 actually causes a cooling effect.
mechanistically? Like, what is their reason for thinking this?
Read the second paragraph. It had exactly the description of why.
Well, now I have to go pull it up again.
Okay.
Basically, there's particles in the air from the combustion of the fuels that create a reflective,
Yeah, they bounce off
right here.
sun rays or
Read that.
photons.
tiny particles. Read that.
So
Tiny particles from the combustion of coal, oil, and gas can reflect sunlight and spur the formation of clouds. You know, clouds are kind of good. Shading the planet from the sun's rays. Since the 1980s, those particles have offset between 40 and 80% of the warming caused by greenhouse gases.
shit, and it's like this whole time I thought that it was the chemtrails doing that, and you're telling me it's not.
I'm not telling you it's not. They're telling you it's
Oh,
not.
okay.
So, in other words, you know, have we not been polluting the shit out of this planet, we'd be scorched earth right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
So here's the way I understand it is like more sun rays get through because of the depletion of the ozone layer, obviously because of all the hairspray.
All the
I used
hairspray in the
growing up.
80s. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the sunscreen I still use. But depletion of the ozone allows more sun rays through, and the ones that do get through get trapped, but because we burn fossil fuels, less sun rays actually get through.
There you go.
It makes perfect sense,
and
honestly.
a final fitting bit of irony. Your Tesla is killing us.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's-
because you're not
yeah,
polluting.
You're not emitting any.
No, I knew this when I bought the thing.
Well, thanks for killing us, Doc.
Yeah, we're all gonna die anyway.
You got to die of something. You got to die of something.
I just assumed it'd be in the next like 10 years because of global warming, obviously, because Greta says that.
Well, we do
Love her to death.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
I mean, she's a cute little kid.
yeah. Is she a kid anymore? Is she above 18?
No, I don't think so.
No. Okay. Well, we can't.
I don't know that.
Can't say
but
she's hot now. Then.
No, I don't think you
Oh
can.
yeah, we'll find out.
Like she was ever ingrained in my brain as a 12-year-old.
It's like 2015. So
Of course,
maybe.
there again, it's yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we do have a victim here of global warming tonight. That's the reason our beloved Ghost Bro is with us.
What?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So this is the hurricane going on right now, which is why he can't go to Jamaica. And it has upgraded to like a Category 5. It is a no bullshit storm right now.
Really?
it was
It's about to hit the peninsula.
No, it was a Category 5 of like yesterday and this morning. By the time it gets to Jamaica, it's supposed to be Category 3, but Jamaica's supposed to take a direct hit. So
Still no joke.
still no joke. They're anticipating power outages and just tons of damage. So we, the very first time I've ever bought travel insurance, we exercised that right and got a full refund.
So I don't
Wow.
feel too much of an asshole then because I made the joke on the text like, hope you got travel insurance.
Exactly.
You're like, bitch, one step ahead of you.
That's right.
So did the thought actually go through your mind when you were buying the tickets? Like, this is Caribbean and hurricane season?
Absolutely. It's just one of those
Okay.
things. You're starting to get towards hurricane season. It's early for this hurricane.
Sure.
But I thought, you know what? For $65 a person, why risk it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like July to September 1st or something, right?
Normal.
Or-
Yeah, this is the earliest hurricane of this size on record, I believe.
Yeah.
And they're saying the ocean temperatures there, for whatever reason, are like 3 to 5 degrees warmer.
Absolutely.
yeah.
And
What's the
it's
name of the
feeling it.
storm? Like Beto.
Beryl.
Beto.
Barrel?
It's barrel.
Oh, it's not Beto. It's Beryl.
Barrel.
Barrel's going to come barreling
Okay.
through Jamaica.
Exactly. 100%.
So what's your plans now, bro? Just staycation?
Yeah, staycation. I already told most of my clients that I'm on vacation, so I'm going to.
Cool. Golf tomorrow.
Yeah, and this way.
Hey, have fun with
Are
that.
we going in our underwear?
We're
or
going to
what?
go at like 4 a.m.
That's right.
and in our underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Well, so what are you going to do like a do-over? Is that in the future?
So yeah, I looked into going. We love Puerto Vallarta, or however you say it. We looked at the weather there. Everything's just shot.
Yeah.
This summer season, it's shot. Weather's so bad. It's raining every day there. Looked into going to Nassau or Nassau, however the hell you say it.
Nassau.
Nassau.
Isn't that Jamaica?
No, it's way over on the
That's Bahamas.
Bahamas.
Oh, it is?
That's
Okay.
all.
Yeah, it's like $5,000 a person. So I'm not doing that.
Is that for airfare and lodging, or okay?
Yeah, so I'm not really trying to plug it, but American Airline Vacations is where we book through.
Yeah.
You get everything with them. And
Okay.
it's kind of like Expedia, but you get a really good deal, and everything's backed by American Airlines.
That's
cool.
That's a good subject to broach. We have never traveled to the extent where it's like, okay, we're leaving the country. Do we figure out all the shit of ourselves, or are travel agencies still very much relevant?
They are relevant. Travel agencies, they can be kind of a pain in the butt because they're always calling you. We did that with going to our Disney trip.
Yeah.
They're always up your butt trying to ask you questions. Hey, what do you think about this? They're trying to plan your dinners for you and shit. That's just too much.
Too much for you?
Yeah.
I was going to ask, do you like that, or is it too much? It's too much.
Yeah, because now you have an itinerary you got to follow for every day that you're on your trip. So, but I just like the American Airlines vacation because I can get everything, even transportation from the hotel back to the airport and vice versa. It's all there and it's very affordable. So, and I ain't got to worry about anything.
So where were y'all headed to? Like Temptations Resort? Is
No,
that, was that?
no, it's called Couples. It's Couples something. I don't know.
I love couples actually. Which one?
I don't
You
know.
know?
It was a big group of us. It was one of our friends'
Yeah.
50th birthday.
Yeah.
And there was like, I think 6 or 7 groups of us, couples going.
Okay, did it have the nudist like?
It does.
I knew
It
he was
does.
gonna ask.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
So
You have a swingers option too? Is that in there?
No, that's like down the road.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got to go.
You got to build up to that.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
researching the resort, and it does have a nude beach, and you have to be naked to get on it. I think
Yep.
that's the rule is.
Exactly.
You can't just go out there and look at a bunch of naked people.
I've been on that nude beach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. That was the first and only nude beach I've actually been to. That was like sanctioned.
Yeah. So I plan on, since I'm a certified diver now, I think I'm going to try and just do some dive trips with our.
That's
dive
cool.
Oh
boat.
yeah. So you just
cool.
recently did get your diver certification. Didn't
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, it's a little challenging, and you got to devote some time to it. But now that you have that, man, you can go have a lot of fun. The dive shops plan them. You just
Yeah.
pay. I think it's like $1,500 to go to Cozumel for 3 days. They got the dives planned and everything.
The
So
world is literally your oyster.
It is.
now.
They go
no
to-
pun intended.
they go
Actually,
to
pun
Fiji.
intended.
They go to Fiji. They go to all kinds of places. They even do yacht, kind of like yacht rentals. You go dive off a yacht. So
See, that's
I'll
cool.
stay on the yacht. You guys can
it was
dive off.
$5,000 for the yacht stay, but that was for the luxury upstairs
Yeah.
room.
We've got to schedule a deep sea Whiskey Bros charter out fishing, like a tuna or sailfish or something.
Yeah, the problem is we're broke as shit.
Well, we're gonna have to get to making drugs, I guess. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
No, 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 no.
That's
I think
a
we
thought.
just start a Whiskey Bros GoFundMe so we can, have our listeners help us get out there and have some
Let's send a
fun.
picture right now. Look, we are so broke. We don't even have clothes.
Stop giving us whiskey, give us money.
Yeah, we can't pull off Whiskey Bros HQ, and we've lost our clothes. So please help us.
Yes,
please help some
absolutely.
brothers in need. What's the biggest risk with diving?
It's the pressure change. You really have to. Well, they have computers that you dive with. They'll tell you where to stop, how long you need to stop. depending on the depth you go. But that really is the biggest thing. If you don't watch your air,
Yeah.
that's the other biggest thing.
You die at the bottom.
Because you can't just float up to the top.
You can inflate your BCD, which is a buoyancy control device. You can inflate that, but you're gonna injure yourself.
Yeah.
But it's either that or die.
Yeah.
So if you've got enough air to inflate that and shoot to the top, that's your only option. So
At what depth do you have to start controlling your ascent?
So at any depth, because all you're really doing is just adding a little air. You're not really even supposed to add air, but if you want to go up a little bit, you actually inhale more. You take a deeper breath, and then you start breathing normally with that extra air.
Okay.
In your lungs. That's how you go up and down.
Huh.
You just control your breathing. If you want to go up, then you're supposed to exhale and swim up.
Yeah.
And find a stopping point. Let everything situate. Get situated with pressure, and then continue on up.
Huh.
So
That's
I see you have a Apple Watch Pro.
yes.
As soon as you hop in the water with those things, they
Yes.
start giving you a depth, which
Yeah.
is pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
this literally is my dive computer. It tells you once you get out of the water,
Yeah.
that you can't fly for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
It gives you like a countdown meter.
Interesting.
So yeah, it's
So you can't James Bond this shit. You can't be like,
No.
I just dove 200 meters and now I've got
They
to
go
Yeah.
like catch a plane taking off the water.
Yeah.
And like grab hold of it and jump on the plane and then go up.
Yeah, and then go fight Spectre. You can't do that.
right.
So how long you got to wait before you like jump on an airplane?
It's 12 hours, I believe.
Really?
If you've only done one dive. If you've done back-to-back dives, it's 18 hours. And then if you've done 3 dives, in each dive that you do, your time underwater's limited. It's decreased. You can't stay underwater any longer.
Okay.
So
Does that have to do something with the diffusion capacity of your like red blood cells, the hemoglobin?
it's the nitrogen.
Interesting.
You can
Yeah,
get
yeah.
poisoned from it.
Huh.
So I believe it's nitrogen. I don't remember, to be honest, but there was so much information to try and retain that the biggest thing is don't hold your breath. Always breathe.
Pay attention to your computer.
Yeah, pay attention to your computer, pretty much.
What is your typical dive? Where do you like being at? What depth?
You don't really notice depth. So I hit the bottom of the lake out in Terrell, which was at 38 feet. Didn't even know I was that deep.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's because it's when you're diving in a pond or a lake.
Yeah.
It's very murky. You can't see the bottom.
See,
So
I'm extremely claustrophobic,
it's not claustrophobic though. That's the thing.
but murkiness makes me feel claustrophobic.
I've had people say that.
I almost had a full-on like meltdown attack when we went to the haunted house where they have the foam pit.
Yeah.
That you have to walk like 100 feet through.
Yeah.
And everybody got stuck inside.
Yep.
And if you've ever tried to breathe in that foam, it
can't.
chokes you. It
Yeah.
fucking chokes you. So people are literally like doing this.
Yeah.
And I think I pulled my hat down off my head and stuck it in front of my face to like move the foam out of the way.
Yeah.
But Sarah at the time, we were just starting to date. And I told her later, I was like, you almost witnessed a very intense moment with
You
me.
do not want to be in the same room with you when you get claustrophobic.
Fuck no, dude. It is total and full on panic.
So
Yeah.
Like, I don't care who I have to murder.
become a
type of
bull.
panic. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my wife is the same way. She was worried about being claustrophobic, but when you actually get in the water, as long as you can, and you can, like the murky water, you can see 7 to 12 feet in front of you. If you see something in front of you, you're not claustrophobic.
Okay.
If it's completely dark and you
Yes.
can't see nothing,
Yep.
that's where the claustrophobia comes in. But it's not like that. You can still see light. Hell, I had a perch attacking my instructor's piece of his mask.
Yeah, it's scuba
I
mask.
literally grabbed the perch and just pushed it away. It's so cool how things change when you actually get underwater.
Yeah.
So
You got to bring that mic up to your mouth a little bit.
it's slowly going down.
Oh.
I've tried tightening it, but
There you go.
it'll slowly creep down. So yeah, it's
I mean, a
creeping
lot
down.
of people have that problem. We prescribe medicine for it.
Yeah.
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 Well, there he goes.
Well, he can push it up now at tight.
Okay.
Let's see how that works. Yeah.
Yeah, it worked real well, bro.
That's 'cause
I
you're
wish you
sitting
could see this on camera, but you
4 feet
can't.
away from the. No, that's right. You can't. We don't condone nudity at this show.
I'm sorry, I'm screwing things up.
There you go. There you go.
So is that the deepest you've gone? 38?
Yeah, 38. And
Okay.
I didn't even know I was that deep. We were doing an exercise where you have to travel underwater with your compass.
Mm-hmm.
And all you're doing is looking at your compass. You get your heading, and then you follow your compass. And I ran into the fuselage of a plane. That's what sunk. This place has got cool stuff sunk.
Mm-hmm.
You
that's
just can go
cool.
explore it.
Yeah.
But you go to the plane, and then you turn around and go back. Well, you're not really paying attention to depth. You're just trying to keep your buoyancy and try and maintain. But I was watching the compass, and I ended up sinking down. I started kicking the dirt. So, and then my dive computer told me I went 38 feet.
Okay.
So if you're 38 feet, how long does it take you to appropriately like come to the surface?
So at 38 feet, you can
book it?
you have to equalize your pressure as you're going up. It's whatever's comfortable for you. So
Okay.
technically, you're supposed to stop at 20 feet. And do it's called a safety stop.
Yeah.
You're just supposed to chill out there for like 3 minutes, I think. Let everything get ready, back to normal, and then you continue on up. But theoretically, you don't have to, as long as you can maintain your equalization. I think it's a preference thing, really.
Yeah.
The book will tell you to do something different.
Yeah.
But every time we went down, we would swim up, but you're supposed to do 1 foot per second. That's your ascend rate is what you're supposed to maintain.
Okay.
So how does the instructor communicate with you down under?
Hand signals.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just
Okay.
hand signals. You learn some basic hand signals.
Yeah.
Even if you don't learn a hand signal, you can kind of figure out what they're trying
Like
to say.
up,
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
There is a signal for that. There is a signal for that.
This hand signal's not good.
That
Yeah.
means out of air.
Oh,
Yeah,
so you got to
like-
swim to them and then like give them a breather and help them out.
Yeah, everybody has a backup respirator, and I actually had to use it during my training.
They flip you the birdie, it still means fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's
Okay.
still
Fuck you,
thing
I'm outta
underwater.
here. Yeah.
Screw
Yeah.
you guys.
And I'm still new to this, so some of the information I may say may not be completely accurate, but it's good enough to get you by. So, but yeah, it's been
I can't imagine because I've been snorkeling and
it's a completely different
yeah,
world.
it's like, and I can go like 10, 12, 14 feet.
But
you know
you-
what feels
you-
like that, but it's a lot of pressure.
You feel that pressure on your eyes,
Yeah.
and you feel it in your
How do
ears.
you get past that?
It's actually very easy. You just pinch your nose and blow a little bit to pop your
Really?
ears, and then you literally blow through your nose into your mask. Your mask is going to fill up with water all the time. You are literally just holding the top of your mask, blowing out of your nose, and no matter how deep you are, it ejects all the water out.
Yeah.
And one of the exercises you have to do is take your mask completely off underwater,
And then put it back on.
put it back on, and clear it.
Interesting.
It's pretty crazy.
Now, what happens if you don't get the mask back on? That's when you use your backup.
No, so you have a regulator in your mouth.
Yeah.
You're breathing through your mouth.
Okay.
One thing I did learn is you got to turn a little bit sideways because the bubbles, once you take your mask off, bubbles go up your nose. And it will throw you off. So
Yeah,
if
I
you
bet
turn
so.
sideways a little bit, it goes off to the side. But you're breathing the entire time. You can have your eyes closed.
Yeah.
The instructor will just tap on you. Hey, put your mask back on. You put it back on. Your eyes are closed the entire time. You can feel it. You just pinch your nose, or not pinch your nose, but hold the top of the mask and blow out your nose, and it clears all the water out.
That's pretty cool.
It is.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do that. So until I started doing this.
How long did it take to actually get certification?
There's 8 hours of coursework,
Okay.
which you can do on the iPad, and then you have 2 days in a pool, and then 2 days in a lake. So
Oh, so you start in the pool and then
You start in
you
the
actually
pool.
graduate to the lake.
yeah, and everything that you do in the pool is you're going to do some of that in the lake, but the lake's much easier. So.
What are you looking at cost wise to break into this?
If you, I know how you are, so you would buy the top of the line stuff.
What do you mean, man?
Yeah, so you're looking at about $2,500 for a full setup.
Okay.
You don't have to buy it.
Including training?
No, that's just for your gear, and you don't have to buy the gear.
Right. You just rent the shit.
You rent it, but you do have to buy a mask.
It's like skis,
Yeah,
you know?
buy a mask. You're gonna buy a snorkel, a mask, and fins.
Okay.
You're gonna buy those on your own, and boots. But to buy your own stuff, like I have 2 tanks. I'm gonna go jump in my pool and practice. I've got my whole setup. I've got bottle and everything. That'll cost you around $2,500.
So what are you looking at for lessons and certification?
It's only $450.
Okay, so
That's it.
All in about $3,000 if you really want to go balls deep.
Yeah.
It almost sounds worth it for like $450.
For $450 to get certified, it's
Yeah.
a no-brainer.
Yeah.
They give you all your gears included. So
Man, that's cool. And then if you're not like Chance, as far as like needing the best of the best, you just like roll on with whatever you can rent.
yeah, I mean, and normally most people will just rent everything
Yeah.
when they go.
All my wife's family, the Mauers, like Chris Mauer and his family, listen to the show. They're like, "Why do they call you Fire Bro? Your name should really be Bougie Bro."
Bougie bro, I like it.
Yeah, you're kind of right. You're kind of right. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, did you? Speaking of bougie, did you watch the presidential debates?
Oh my gosh. Are we?
I need to get another beer for this.
Is this like?
Yeah,
Is this a sign that the earliest and like most destructive hurricane is happening at the same time that the earliest presidential campaign is taking place ever?
Obviously, it's a sign.
It's a sign.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Old barrel.
Barrel. Yeah, we're getting over the barrel, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
With oof.
Man, okay.
I'm good.
Grab a beer because we got to talk about this.
God.
I mean, do we have to? Do our listeners want to listen
Oh yeah,
to us talk about this?
I'm sure they do.
Because they have to be like nauseated from it.
Well, I'm sure I know there are. There's a lot of Trump supporters in our fleet here.
So, yeah, okay.
But-
okay, I got you. So you're implying that this debate was particularly good
Particularly.
for Trump supporters.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah, indeed. I think the whole fucking Biden thing. I think that shit was planned because if you watch after the performance, after the campaign, how in sync all of the news anchors and media outlets collectively dogpiled on him. It was like, okay.
Yeah.
Where did
that was definitely a feature of post debate coverage, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I didn't notice it myself, but I read articles that
they
note of that.
They
very
were
feature.
straight up admitting like outright panic.
Yeah.
And it's like, where have you people been the past 4 years?
Okay,
The cognitive dissonance is pretty alarming. Like if you are just now seeing that, yeah, he's a little mentally impaired.
I like that
where have
term,
you been?
cognitive dissonance.
Dissonance.
Yes. So that's kind of what I'm feeling right now because I'm trying to figure out why we even had a debate.
Well, we had to find out who's better at golf.
I didn't watch the debate, and I was cracking up just for the fact that the same thing that you just pointed out, that all the news outlets were like, "Oh my God, this guy is that bad. How did we not see this? 4 years? You saw it 4 years ago. You just fucking ignored it."
No, you not only ignored it, you denied it, and then
Yeah.
you accused the other side of making like fake videos about Biden, and what they were calling them cheap fakes or some shit. Like,
Yeah.
here you go. This is not a cheap fake. This is your white pony right here.
Yep.
And
But did
you reap what you sow, bitches.
people really think he was going to be able to get up on that stage and actually hold his own?
We knew.
Yeah, we knew.
People-
but did other people? It's like everybody I talked to
know.
was everybody. I really have not talked to a single soul that legitimately thought that Biden was going to get up on the stage and not make a total ass of the whole situation. I'm not even saying himself because he's not there.
Yeah. Well,
Obviously.
you got to also remember there was 81 million very quiet people that about their voting of 4 years ago.
Yes.
So, of course, you're gonna run into very few that admit that the dude's a dunce.
I do know a few people that I know voted for Biden, but they didn't talk about the
My
debate.
bad.
Yeah,
They didn't talk about it.
Of course, they wouldn't.
I just know like two of them.
It'd be embarrassing to talk about. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I voted for that clown.
Yeah,
Tell me.
I'm interested. I truly am. I'm truly interested in hearing what they have, their assessment of the situation.
The vote for him 4 years ago was an anti-Trump vote, and now we've come full circle, and it's like,
I would say for the people I know, that's definitely true.
yeah,
Right? like the people I know who voted for Biden legitimately didn't want Trump there.
Yeah, he is not. He's an egomaniacal dude, right?
I would agree with that.
That's the way,
would you agree with it, Coco?
Yeah, 100%.
Is Trump a dick?
He is.
Is that what we call egomaniacal dudes? Dicks?
Sure.
I actually, it's just one of those things. People just don't like his bedside manner.
No.
I mean, and they can't accept it, but that's what this country needs. I feel like we need a hard ass. I don't care if you like him personally, but he's a good boss.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I feel like he can run the country. I don't think there's any doubt in that. Well, I say he can run it better than Biden. That's where I'm at.
Here's the deal. Like I know personally. I also know people that voted for Biden and they're happily voting for Trump this go round. Like, buyer's remorse has set in officially.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
I would say the two people I know that voted for Biden, I haven't heard that they would vote for Trump, but I haven't heard any support for Biden.
I'm going to go out here and say they all suck in their own special way.
Yeah.
Because I'm not one for worship of elected people.
I'm learning that as time goes on, right?
The
local. It's like support for elected officials is proportionate to proximity to self, right?
Yeah.
So like mayor, city council, it's like that's proximal to myself, and so I should be more concerned with the local.
You should.
And as that gets on out there, do you think national office has any bearing whatsoever?
Yes, it does, because we pay federal taxes.
Oh,
so at 100%, and places in your local place of dwelling get federal funding too.
Yeah.
Remember COVID?
Yeah, I do remember.
Remember hospitals making more money because of COVID? Yeah, that was a thing.
Could that have been affected? Like, okay, so I remember when COVID happened, Trump was in office.
It was at the end of his.
Yeah, he was
his term. Yeah,
and a lot of the stuff I recognized later on. Okay, like on into COVID, of wow, this is really really shitty. Like something's up, something's going on. Still happened under Trump.
Oh yeah, like Operation Warp Speed. And he has still never really officially spoken negatively about that.
And I'm not saying in any way it was better under Biden.
No, it just got a little more controlling under Biden.
I felt like it.
Yeah, it was not. Yeah, better.
It became more narrativized, right?
Oh yeah.
It's like everybody was scared of shit during Trump.
Yeah,
they were like, oh yeah, it's like this world. We didn't know enough to not be. I mean, I knew
like
a few psychos that weren't scared of COVID. They're like, it's not really a thing. But,
to the rest of the world, it's like, oh, this is an invisible killer we don't know shit about.
Yeah, it's like when COVID was happening, I was a little scared of shit. Oh. I have no qualms saying that at whenever it first started. But
yeah, you're also. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. You're on the front line here with that.
Yeah,
shit.
true.
Yeah, you can't get away from it.
But then as you started getting out from that. Okay, so COVID happened in March, right before, Biden was elected in November. I just want to make sure we encapsulate what that timing felt like. So 6 months into it, as Trump is getting voted out of office, as Biden is getting voted into office, it started to feel like the whole thing was bullshit, right?
Yeah,
and then the narrative is.
Then they upped the ante, like
the narratives was really started becoming.
Well, they started off with, no, you're not going to have immunization passports to fly or travel. We wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
and then they did that.
And then well,
we won't force you to get the vaccine, but we highly encourage you to. And then they did that.
Vaccine started about January, as Trump was leaving
and Biden was coming in.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just making sure I remember our time frame, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
The point is they did everything they said they weren't going to do.
Yeah. So the point was like national. Maybe we should be thinking about our national.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Situation.
It's a crucial thing, but arguably maybe not as crucial as your local politics, because you can you can be involved with that more.
Okay, is Trump a dick? Is he a dick?
Yeah.
Okay, is he?
Yeah, I think we've determined that.
We have determined that?
Yeah.
Okay.
He can be a dick, for sure.
Well, you can't make it in his way of life. In any...
No.
You can't...
You got to be a dick.
You can't be who he is being a softie.
Yeah.
You can't be any kind of billionaire being a softie.
Yeah.
I will say I have witnessed Trump say some pretty fucking hilarious things online. and every time he said something that was fucking hilarious, that some people were like, "Oh, that's
Hitler.
Insensitive."
It's Hitler incarnate.
I thought it was true at the time.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a hard time. I have a hard time saying like this guy is just a dick.
But here you go, dude. Like, you think back 4 years. Ever since Biden took office, there has, I guarantee you, I'd bet you every bottle of whiskey that I have, there has
that's a lot of money right there.
And all my farm equipment. Hell, even my wife. Okay?
Okay.
I'll put her out there, too.
I'm truly interested in what you have to say here.
I can guarantee you there has not been one fucking day of the news cycle for 4 years that Trump has not been mentioned.
100%.
Yes.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Since he has been out of office and Biden's been in office. Trump
I wish you were wrong because you got a lot of money tied into that statement. Unfortunately, I think you're right.
So he's, taking the old Jerry Jones approach, like all publicity is good publicity.
Yeah.
It was. I told my 14-year-old I was like, you don't have to watch this debate, but you have to watch 5 minutes of it just so you can say that you saw the shit show as it was happening, because maybe 20 years later, you might want to say that you saw it.
Yeah.
Right? Don't know what's going to happen. She ended up watching the whole damn thing.
Okay. What were her thoughts on it?
It was a shit show.
Yeah. It started off kind of promising and strong, especially for the Trump side, but then it just devolved into like a petty... And a petty cat match.
My dick's bigger than yours type thing.
My golf swing's better than yours. You're a pussy, Joe. Well, no shit. The dude's 90.
Yeah.
So,
so I really try not to influence the opinion of my 14-year-old daughter and let her form her own opinion. But her opinion was that Biden could not stay on point through a sentence.
No. The best quote of the night from Biden was, and we finally defeated Medicare.
I didn't know we were at war with Medicare.
No. And Trump goes, yeah, you're right. You beat Medicare to death.
But I would say my cognitive dissonance is, okay, there's no way that anybody who really thought that there's no way anybody thought
can we
would
back up for
perform.
just a second?
Back it up.
Let's make
please.
a point here. Your 14-year-old could tell that Biden shouldn't be a president.
You could tell, yes, yeah. And then I would say even more so, could tell that he should not have been on stage.
Yeah.
Right?
So a 14-year-old can see that.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, America.
Right. And I wouldn't say it's like, I love my 14-year-old, but she's not seasoned in any way. And she's been through American history, but that's about it.
Oh, I think your 14-year-old and all the way down to my child, I think that generation, I guess the tail end of Gen Z to Gen Alpha is probably going to be the next greatest generation. Because they are going to be the generation that rebels from all the stupid fucking stuff that is going on right now, the woke stuff, the pop culture stuff. They're going to be the generation that's like, you people are fucking dumb, and we're going to make some changes here.
Yep.
God, I hope you're right.
I hope I am right too. But stuff that I hear from people in that age bracket is positive. Good. So we are though with the Trump thing. Like, a lot of Joe Biden voters, I think, definitely have buyer's remorse, and there's now acceptance. Like, okay, like we just said, Trump's a dick. He's an egomaniacal, whatever you want to call him. But you've accepted that. Like, okay, he's just who he is. God, we need him as president again.
No, but honestly, okay, so if you've voted for Biden and you would vote for him again, I need to know why.
Why?
Honestly, good faith
Yeah.
question. If that is you, please call the doc line. 555-5555.
Yeah.
555-5555.
Our IT
Yeah.
guy needs to get to work on that.
Oh.
Done. I can have it done in 20 minutes.
Google number,
Hell yeah.
right? Yeah, like a
Hell yeah.
literal Google number.
No, but seriously, I do want to know the answer. And that's not tongue in cheek, right? I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. That's the cognitive dissonance for me.
Yeah.
I really don't get this.
What is better now than it was 4 years ago?
Right. I think, okay, I can honestly say at the voting of Clinton, at the voting of Obama, right, that I could have, even within myself, found compelling reasons to have voted for them.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe not at the voting of Hillary Clinton. Like the gig was up a little bit
Yeah.
at the voting for Hillary
Yeah,
Clinton.
we should shy away from like monarchies and dynasties, right?
Yeah. It was definitely up by the voting of Biden.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I honestly, and I don't think that's just me getting older and more conservative.
Yeah.
If anything, I become more liberal as time goes on.
Oh, yeah, same here, but in a common sense way.
Yeah.
Yeah. People
Yeah.
should take that and go look up the definition of liberal to see where we're coming from.
Right.
And I think conservatism has kind of, well, in some
It's got its
regards,
role,
some
man.
regards,
Yeah.
you know, tied a knot with liberalism, classical liberalism, not
Yeah.
neoliberalism, where these.
Whatever you fucking call this.
Yeah.
I don't know what you call it.
Speaking of, are we done with that? Can we? I don't know.
We can move on.
I thought I had more to say about the presidential stuff, but anyways. Oh,
I'm-
okay.
I'm-
That's so. The thing is now, like, they're all saying, "Holy shit, we got to get rid of Biden. We need a new nominee on the Democrat ticket."
Who are
right?
they? The news pundits.
The pundits and
Yeah.
the donors and anybody involved on the Democrat side, right? But it's up to him. He has to step down unless they want to do the 25th Amendment on his ass. He has to say, "I'm not going to run," which I don't see him doing.
I don't think he's got the wherewithal to
And the problem is, like, if they could probably put up somebody that's youthful, energetic, and could be a contender with Trump. But then
I want that person. I'm not saying against Trump. I want a nice, hardcore American like election battle.
Yeah.
Like with somebody I could potentially vote for.
I'd love to see Kennedy back on the Democrat ticket, but that's
Tulsi
not going to happen.
Gabbard.
Tulsi.
Yeah.
But you know who the main contender would be? Gavin Newsom from California, and look at that state.
I mean,
That
I think that says a lot right there.
But they're not going to do it because that would eliminate Kamala Harris out of the race. So now you're a sexist and you're a racist because you've taken a black lady out of contention for the president.
But who knows? Maybe they could bring around somebody that actually is.
Who knows, man? Who knows? I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's going to be Biden versus Trump, and it's going to be Trump in a landslide.
Who's that Asian guy that ran in the last election? Andrew
Yates?
No.
Tate?
Wait. Sorry, I'm trying to.
He's the one that wanted to pay $1,000.
Yeah, he was a little bit for.
He's a tech bro, right?
Yes.
Yeah, wasn't he from the tech world?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like there have been Democrats running in Democratic primaries that got beat by establishment Democrats.
What happened with the guy that changed his name to literally anything else? But I think it's Trump or something.
Oh, anybody under 80 or something like that? Or?
No, he changed his name to put on the ballot, and he legally changed his name. Google. I'm serious. Google it.
Well, we also had a D's Nuts that was on the ballot too.
Okay, no,
Nuts, there was a.
he changed his name to literally anybody else. I believe.
I know. Right. I don't know. But we need to establish some seriousness around the presidential race.
Meet literally anybody else. The presidential candidate.
Wow.
Yes.
That was actually.
It's a Texan, yeah! Meet literally anybody else. The 35-year-old.
Literally anybody.
The 35-year-old Texan, formerly known as Dustin Eby, voted for Gary Johnson in 2016 and says the national debt is America's biggest problem. That's the thing that doesn't get brought up in
debate. It
debates
wasn't
anymore.
brought up in the debate.
It's like, what is it now? Like 40 trillion or some horse shit? It's
Yeah.
insane.
I don't know. What does that actually mean, national debt?
I don't
anymore?
know either, because it's money printed for the United States by the Federal Reserve of the United States. I don't know
Yeah.
what it means anymore. Like, who the fuck are we truly in debt to?
On a side note, I got the doc number set up.
Oh, what? That is awesome.
Okay.
Do we
All
want-
right. Here it is officially.
Yeah, so but I need an email address so we can send the recording.
We have
Taylor.
Whiskey Bros 2017 at Gmail, right?
I have no
Yeah,
idea.
Yeah, we
what
do.
have.
We do.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay.
Hold on.
So
let's look this shit up, because I know. Yeah, that's what you. No, we don't have that logged into chat, do we?
we can put
Nope.
we can put the phone number on.
But you got to remember the password now.
Gmail.com.
Yeah, it's
No, it's a Mac, dude, so it's all saved. What is this? Oh, there it is. Okay, we're logged in. I'm having a total Joe Biden moment right now.
Okay,
switch.
let's write that down.
Yeah.
I'll do some more configuring while y'all keep chatting, and we'll announce the number here.
Hi,
shortly.
Whiskey.
oh yeah.
Okay. I have like all of Doc's login.
Who's going to
stuff.
actually answer the number though?
It's just going to go to voicemail.
Okay,
And the voicemail is going to get sent to the Whiskey Bros email.
Okay,
dude, love that.
there's the email address, Coco. Whiskey Bros 2017 at gmail.com.
Okay.
You got it. You heard it here.
So,
Write that down.
all right, yeah. Well, we don't need to write it down.
yeah, we
You got
got
it right there. The entire. Okay. Yeah. that
Yeah.
works.
What is the actual phone number?
It's going to be
Here it is, folks.
940-435-7525.
Are we calling it the Doc line?
Call it the doc line.
Doc.
Okay, you got it. And so what happens when they call that number? When they call that number, it will be answered by Carol,
Who the hell's Carol?
our assistant.
Okay.
You know Carol.
It's going to go directly to voicemail. So unless Doc
And
wants to,
that the voicemail will be answered by Carol.
we can record a greeting that we can put on there and just say, hey, thank you for calling the doc line and leave a message.
Okay, what is
Carol will be
the number
with you shortly.
The number again, 940.
435-7525.
Yeah.
525. Call the Doc line, 940-435-7525.
I love
That's
it.
right.
I love it. It's not 555-5555.
No,
but it's got its own certain ring.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Pun intended.
God, we officially have the Doc line.
Dog line.
The Doc line is here. Call us and
Okay.
leave your feedback on the Doc line.
Okay, the question is for the doc line, if you voted for Biden and you have to have voted for Biden and you would again, we need to know why.
Yes.
You don't even have to convince us is right.
Yeah.
Like,
You can call anonymously too. Like, we're not going to say your
it's
name
totally fine.
over the
And
air.
we won't tell your number.
Yeah. Yeah. We won't give anything away.
Right.
We don't do that. We don't sell your shit like the state does when you renew your driver's license and 40 things of junk mail show up in your inbox 2 days later.
Listen, I am all about resolving my own cognitive dissonance.
I like it.
That's what my goal is.
I
Here,
like it. Okay.
right?
All right. I'm tired of talking about the two assholes on the stage. Running.
I don't want to vote for Trump because there's no other choice.
Yeah, bingo. That's, I despise it when people are, you have to vote for the lesser of two evils. Don't do third party. It'll
wanna-
dilute because you didn't vote for
I
the
want to
third
be
party.
torn, like gripped at my
Yeah.
core,
Yeah.
trying to figure out
Right now it's a pretty
which
easy
way
vote.
I'm going to vote.
Right now it's a pretty easy vote.
It's easy. You don't even think about it. Obviously, the contender's not thinking. That's, geez.
We finally defeated Medicare.
I mean, are we really in this state? I'll quit talking.
We're getting mad.
Yeah.
Hey, we talked about this briefly. Okay, we're talking about,
Oh, speaking of Generation Alpha.
generational issues. But you and I have talked before because I suffer from tinnitus.
Oh, we're talking about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you think we were on to?
Chest feeding.
Oh, we'll get to that. Yeah, we'll get to that. Oh, yeah. Okay. We're not letting that one slip out.
Okay, good.
Okay. We're not letting that one go. That's going to happen. Stay tuned for chest feeding. But right now, tinnitus. I told you before, like you and I have had this talk. Like I suffer from it. I know our buddy Dusty does.
Yeah.
But I bet. Let me calm down a minute.
It's
Let me
obviously
get
very
one thing
dear,
out at a time.
dear to your ear.
Ooh, that's another dear to your ear.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so we are definitely 100% generation loud. Like, okay, the boomers and the greatest generation of World War II, yeah, they had wartime and stuff like that for loud noises, machine gun, whatever. But we're like born with loud noises and live with it. Like right now, what's on our ears?
Oh yeah, headphones.
Closed back headphones. What's in your ear typically on a daily basis now? If you've got in-ear
earphones.
headphones. So we are Generation Loud, and your ears literally don't get a break.
I like that, Generation Loud.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I got to write that one down.
Okay, yeah. And I think more we've talked about tinnitus. Like, are there solutions for it? Is there treatment? And you're like, no. You mostly have to live with it, right? Like,
mostly do.
The treatment
you got to go get some hearing aids.
Or the treatment is psychological. You just learn to ignore it.
Yeah.
Which I do, but it's there and it's loud. And I think now because we are Generation Loud and so many people are discovering, yes, they have tinnitus. Mm-hmm. What we talked about, where do all of the solutions exist? When there's money.
Yes.
So now you have a reason.
You actually have a generation of wealthy, loud people. I mean, like loud people dying from loudness. I don't know what you're trying to say.
I don't think you're going to die, but it's highly annoying. Actually, you might. There's been people commit suicide. Yeah. One of the prominent restaurant owners of Fort Worth during COVID, he ended up with COVID, made his tinnitus worse, and he couldn't live with it and killed himself. So, anyways.
Like, it could be deadly.
Yeah. So, speaking of money.
I'm with you.
Speaking of money, offering solutions, Apple is sponsoring a study, and it's like their study concluded that more than 77% of people who participated in the Apple-sponsored study have experienced tinnitus at some point. That's astonishing. 77%.
Yeah, but were you more likely to sign up for the study if you had tinnitus?
I don't know. Well, yeah, maybe it's biased in that, but
okay.
That's still a big number, right?
One of the largest surveys of its kind, researchers at the University of Michigan, gathered data from more than 160,000 participants who responded to survey questions and completed hearing assessments on Apple Research app since 2019. Okay, I got the goal of the study is the effects of sound exposure through headphones, how tinnitus impacts people, and perhaps develop. Sorry, I don't have a Joe Biden condition. I just can't see.
Okay, yeah.
So this isn't a problem speaking.
Let me see.
This is a problem seeing.
Enhance. There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Doc, do you need some fucking readers? I mean,
no. I need some Alzheimer's medicine.
Okay.
Sorry. So I'm trying to find where it says 70%, but
it's at the very first, right here.
Sure enough, 77%.
So yeah, it's there. But I'm hoping they can explain how they went about this study. That they say, hey, we're doing a university hearing study, without giving details. Like that's the only way you're going to get like non-biased results, right? Like, hey, come in, we'll give you a popsicle for a hearing study.
Yeah, I bet it's a lot. Like you said, we're living in Generation Loud.
What's that email address again?
Shit, man.
Whiskey Bros 2017 at gmail.com.
Okay.
If you send a spam mail, we're going to spam you.
Yeah, we're definitely going to spam
you.
We're spam you with like hairy chest pics.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't say that because people are going to do it on purpose.
Yeah, then they're going to be like, "Oh man, that's how you get those pictures."
Yeah,
okay.
that's.
Oh, me some Whiskey Bros chests.
It's not going to be good. I can say this. You're not going to like it.
Can I make a test call real quick?
Yeah.
Let's see what it does. I have no idea what it's going to do.
So is this
940-435-7525?
Hey, it's the Whiskey Bros here with a PSA for you. Have you recently moved to Texas and acquired some land, be it 5 acres, 10 acres, 100, or even 1,000? You probably found that you need a tractor, some implements, and tools to shape your land. Well, I can help you out with that. Check out our friends at McMaster New Holland in Decatur, Texas. Spanning 5 generations, McMaster's has been a family business for 76 years since 1948. Their ample inventory consists of New Holland tractors and hay equipment, Steel, Toro, Bad Boy, and those new zero turns are in from Steel. From farm to yard, they've got you covered with their wide range of products. And when we say covered, we mean covered. With decades of experience in a state-of-the-art service shop, they service what they sell. Their parts department is also top-notch. If you've got one of those hard-to-find parts, they're going to work with you, get you fixed up and underway. And if you're the type of person that doesn't like people and prefer to do your business online, they got you covered there too. Equipment big and small, they'll sell all day long and deliver it to your front gate. Because they are your tractor and farm equipment capital of Texas. And when you go in, tell them the Whiskey Bros sent you.
No, that's the wrong.
The dock line is currently not working. It is a work in progress.
Do not call that number.
You can call it, but it's gonna go the wrong place. So yeah,
You're gonna be getting calls like, "Oh, is this the Whiskey Bros?"
I hope people listen this far into the episode and they're not like, "Oh, I got the dog number," and then cut the episode off.
yep.
Yeah, this is Whiskey Bros. You guys suck. Can you please not do any more podcasting? You guys really suck. Okay, go to hell. Bye.
All right.
Study could help. So here it is. But yeah, money is finally taking place with this.
So what's
issue.
what's Apple? Okay, if I were Apple, why would I run this study?
Let's see.
Why in the world?
I'm glancing through it. I glanced through this thing 3 weeks ago before I put it up here, and now I forgot most of it. But noise trauma, which Apple calls exposure to excessively high levels of noise, was the leading cause of tinnitus. Yeah, or new infants or newborns or toddlers that are hungry. Dude, I love my daughter, but my God, she's got some pipes on her. I hear other people's kids, they're crying like, "Oh, it's cute." I hear my daughter when she cries, I'm like, "Fucking demon possessed you."
It's kind of like the heat of summer. It's just never good. If it's near and dear, it's not good.
Nearly 36% of participants aged 55 or older experience constant tinnitus.
Wow.
Compared to that's also a big number.
Yes.
So that's damn near half of people.
Constant.
Yeah, constant tinnitus compared to 14.7% among adults. To cope, more than half the participants turned to noise machines or nature sounds to manage their tinnitus. Bingo. I have to sleep with white noise on and rain sounds.
Man, it's like just thinking about it is making me hear the tinnitus. Just talking about it. Like, could you turn my headphone down?
So, whether it's something with COVID that ramped it up too, remember, I always had a small background, ringing, and that comes from farming, comes from shooting guns, unprotected.
Headphones, car stereo,
drumming.
Yeah. Kid.
Yeah. So everything.
Wife, angry wife.
And like when we tell our future generations to protect your ears, like we have good reasons why now.
But people always told us.
Yeah. Well, we didn't listen to it.
Listen.
We didn't listen. So I think that that's the thing is like maybe Apple is going to be standing behind. They're invested in some sort of treatment.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why else would they do this study?
And if you've looked at their
products that we put out, the AirPods are actually inducing.
Yeah. But if you look at their watch will tell you, is it working? Okay. So he's got the voicemail, but their watch will now tell you when like decibel levels are above damaging volume.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Interesting.
So what is their
So
angle?
can you actually hear the headphones? Can you hear the AirPods? It's like, what do they call the threshold? Is it okay? But you're not going to jam out to Tool and it actually be an acceptable volume level.
I don't know. That's there's no, you don't listen to like rock music with anything below damaging volume. Does it, when you're on your, like if you're listening at headphones, I don't think your watch can measure like noise volume. It
does.
It does even if it's on headphones? I know it measures ambient.
Yeah, but not headphones. No.
Yeah.
No. Check the email, yo.
Hey, will you hand me that Hornitos right there? Be careful because it's not actually tequila. It's my old spit cup.
Yeah.
Oh, your old spit cup.
Yes,
but
thank you.
So if you're suffering from ringing ears, you're not alone. Like
I got it.
There's something to it.
Yeah. Just is what it is.
We're gonna figure it out like everything else.
So maybe
American politics. We're gonna figure it out.
Maybe cancer and tinnitus go away in the next decade.
Oh, cancer for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tinnitus.
That's another thing, and that was the one thing that really pissed me the fuck off when Joe Biden debated 4 years ago. He's like, and I promise you, we're going to see the end to cancer. Didn't hear that
Dude,
come up.
seriously.
Yeah. Like, who
What?
does that? Who does that to a group of morbidly sick people that have to cling on to any little morsel of hope that they possibly can? Who gives them just to get in the fucking Oval Office? Who gives out hope like that
I mean,
in vain? So that right there was enough to say that dude's a piece of shit. You don't give people promises like that just to
yeah, but didn't even. I will say it remotely didn't happen, or it didn't remotely happen.
yeah.
Like there has been progress.
Well, yeah, there has been, but you don't promise people in a 4-year time period that we're going to cure cancer,
Unless you got a solution waiting in the wings.
which he hadn't. Obviously, 4 years later, it hasn't been cured.
No.
There's better treatments. There's early discovery, but it's not cured, man.
It's definitely not cured.
No, and that pissed me off, and it still does. And it's stuff like that I wish that Trump did a little bit better job bringing up.
Okay,
in
if
the
you
debate.
believe shit like that, is it on you?
Well, no, because this is the people in the Oval Office, the president of the United States is supposed
This is part
to
of
be
the cognitive dissonance.
It is,
It's like, okay,
but they're supposed to be the pillar of America.
but we're quickly working into a reality to where we know better than to believe shit like that. It's like we hear something like that today, me and you,
Yeah.
or Coco.
Oh, we're automatically
It's
going
like
to go.
we're
That's,
like-
that's bullshit.
That's bullshit.
But that's fucked up. Oh, here we go.
Look at that, boys.
Here we go. Let's. Can we play?
Dude, we
That's
already
right.
got our first message.
It's as an attachment.
Okay.
Dude, that's awesome.
I got to figure out how to work Gmail.
Does it transpose
It doesn't transpose
yet?
but it should be.
To listen to your message, please,
Yeah.
from a third-party phone. So you have to call in.
No. Hold on. I must have missed a checkbox, but we
Okay.
got it halfway working.
Yeah, I'm not seeing. Okay, the dock line is really getting closer to reality.
I'm telling you, these IT
Same
guys.
number.
We should
Same
be
number.
not.
No, wait. Is it a different number?
I don't think so.
No, don't ignore the account number. that you
Okay.
see on-
Okay,
Okay, same number.
Same number.
we're gonna get like one call.
If some dude named
I
Gary
doubt it. I think you'll get a
picks
lie.
up, it's not the right phone number. If Gary picks up, it's not the right phone number.
Yeah, this is Gary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm really interested in this whole like chest feeding thing.
Let's save that for last.
Shit.
Save it for last, man.
Okay.
Because you got a topic on here that you posted, and one that I posted because we talked to you. Like, then this can kind of wrap into
Yeah.
the whole cognitive dissonance thing. We were talking about being, middle aged and fathers and becoming more judgmental. And I'm 100% absolutely okay with being a judgmental prick. You absolutely can judge a book by its cover.
Sure. Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing keeping you from judgment,
Yeah.
right?
So what was your reasoning behind, telling me like I'm becoming just a judgmental prick?
I mean,
Preservation of self, preservation of family.
think so.
Yeah.
yeah.
You want to
I mean, I see things.
you don't want them in a bubble, but you want to insulate your family and your future generations from stupid
I
nonsense.
mean, that's true. That's 100% true.
But you also have to let them learn some things on their own. too.
Experience, learn on their own. They're going to make some dumbass decisions.
Fuck yeah. I mean, we're still making dumbass decisions.
That's okay, right?
Yeah.
As long as it's not black tar heroin.
Yeah. Or
Right? Like
hurting
there's
somebody else.
There's some dumbass decisions you really should not make.
Yeah, like life ending. Those are decisions that you should be indoctrinated against.
Yeah, so what are those besides black tar heroin?
Oh,
It's like you shouldn't pick hookers up off the street, right?
true.
I mean, I don't have boys, so I don't really
don't
have a
either.
concern about that,
Yeah.
right? But
don't go for the gift that keeps on giving. Herpes,
yeah.
chlamydia.
So what advice would you give your 14-year-old daughter as far as like, okay, this is hard no.
yeah,
Do not do this. 14 years old.
yeah. Opiates, obviously.
Get a kid.
Yeah,
Opiates. Okay, so yeah. Opiates.
Be a skeptic about everything. Question everything.
Yeah.
Hard nose, man. I would say.
Nude selfies.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because once those are out, they're out.
Yeah.
Hard nose against like anger. picking fights because it's not just a fist fight anymore. You might get fucking shot. It might be a life-ending situation. Our friend Garrett talks all the time. He's a firefighter in Saginaw. He talks all the time about road rage situations where people are actually getting murdered just because you got pissed off at some dude that cut you off. Yeah.
And it ended up.
Yeah. Now, if you escalated it, the dude turns around and shoots you. Well, too bad.
Yeah.
So, life-threatening anger. Other hard nose. What you got 2 kids, Coco? Throw something in.
What are some hard nose?
Hard nose for.
You actually have a boy.
Yeah, you do. Yes.
Yeah. So hard nose. I struggle with the whole. I found on my daughter's phone, my son's phones that.
Nude selfies.
Not nude selfies, that they had the Life 360 app connected with their friends.
Oh.
Their friends could see where we live and we could see where they live.
Okay, but is that a hard no?
It is a hard no.
Yeah, it's like hard
because
lesson
you don't
to
know
learn.
if you don't know if that other kid's dad or there's a fucking pedophile living at the house, or
that's true. I mean, I'm just
There's a
thinking like
pedophile in the White House.
it's like you think it's a good idea until it's like whenever you tell your friend you're going somewhere and you don't go there.
Yeah.
And then your friend is like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, butthurt for life.
So
Yeah.
her explanation was that they could see where everybody is on every day, like who's at school yet, and where they're at.
I mean, it's all gushy.
It's cool that's what they're using it for, but they don't see the danger in it. And that's
Right.
what you try to drive that home to them, and they just don't get it. So, Gmail.
Okay. Update on the fire as well. Just saw the Wise County Messenger post. Firefighters from Decatur, Boyd, and Paradise and Cottondale, 4 fire departments.
those polluting motherfuckers.
Yeah. Hopefully EPA is going to show up. 4 fire departments have toned out to a grass fire in the 400 block County
That's
Road
what
of
it was,
42
grass
between
fire.
Decatur
It's a
and
big-ass fire.
Well, it's no longer. It's scanner traffic indicates fire is now consuming amusement rides stored inside of a building. So
Not just grass fire.
That
not
just
just a
ruined
grass
somebody's
fire.
day.
Somebody's carnival is.
Check that Gmail, dog.
Okay, back to Gmail. Hopefully our IT guy has managed to accomplish something.
Yeah, I've been drinking, so
I've
there's
been
a good
drinking.
chance I still ain't got it right.
Okay, is this okay?
Oh, look, we got our first message.
Hold on.
Betty Strausenberg.
Now, the latest one, I hope, has an attachment. If it does not,
Okay, so this is 2 minutes ago.
yeah, guys, I don't know. I'll send that.
This is
Yeah,
frustrating.
it is.
This is frustrating.
It's not for me.
Wait, what's
it's like
what's
we got
clicking this?
yeah,
I still have to.
tech guru on the job.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense because it should be attached to.
9 minutes ago.
Okay, well,
You will not. Please do not respond to that automated message. You will not receive a reply.
Oh well.
yeah, okay, well,
Continues to be a project.
yep.
I like it.
Why? I want it to work. Ugh. I want it to work.
So my hard nose automatically centered around sex and drugs.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, all drugs, or is there a gray area?
Oh, there's definitely a gray area.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like smoking cigars out back.
Yeah, nicotine.
Yeah, sure.
Caffeine.
I mean,
like the society functions off caffeine.
it's like, okay, my kids are going to have to learn what to do about nicotine and caffeine because that's a feature of society still.
Still, I would say nicotine is the biggest gateway drug of it all, or alcohol.
Are you going to lose your shit whenever your daughter shows up with, like, you find a vape stick?
It's going to be tough because if you lose your shit, then they rebel even harder, right?
Yeah. It's hard to make them see the consequence in vape stick, though.
Yeah.
Lock them in a room.
I mean, you have to present them with something.
5 packs of cigarettes. You're like, that was a good old solution. It's like, you're going to sit here, you're going to smoke every one of these cigarettes
And you're not
until
coming
they get
out.
sick.
Until you have lung cancer.
Yeah. Till they're
That's what it's
throwing
gonna
up.
feel like,
When you're
yeah.
throwing up, you can walk out of this room.
Or show them, with vaping, show them a dissection of popcorn lung or something like that.
I mean, that was a solution to STDs.
Well, it didn't stop.
You
them,
remember?
did it? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the good old egg and here's your brain. Here's your brain on drugs. Psh. Okay.
I don't think we helped anything by broadening the definition of drugs.
Yeah. What about marijuana?
I mean, you got to learn,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, what's worse, alcohol or marijuana?
I think alcohol.
Yeah, you're a
It's
whole
maybe
lot
worse.
less stupid on marijuana. If you drive home on marijuana, what are you going to do? Drive home at like 10 miles an hour?
Yeah. Okay, so I've heard it stated by some people that they just plan to, consume or condone consumption within the home.
Yeah.
Right? It's like drink with your kids so they know how to drink responsibly whenever they.
Yeah.
Do you think there's anything to that?
It could be.
Yeah.
I mean, kids' natural instinct is to rebel against house and home and authority. The first, which is kind of a good thing.
It's a good thing,
Yeah,
right?
you want them
should be
to.
worried if your
kid is too submissive.
Yeah.
You want them to be a little subversive, a little curious, a little rebellious. Like you want them to become their own person. You want them to learn some hard lessons, but you don't want them to be fatal hard lessons.
Yeah.
So that's the tough cookie here is like the hard no's that prevent you from loss of life.
Yeah.
Or loss of limb or from taking somebody else's life.
Yeah.
So
So there's a thinker, a philosopher or that I really respect, Jonathan Haidt.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Haidt.
I say I don't know him. I've never heard of it, but
Yeah, he's been on like Rogan and stuff like that. But I really respect this guy. I've listened to a couple of his books. But he almost recommends just kind of like letting your kids do whatever they want and learning the lessons that they're going to learn and not shielding them at all.
Well,
I think there's a fine line with that.
yeah.
I mean, you got to use some common sense there. Hey,
What if they're driving in like edge of the mountain? Like, I want to test out this guardrail.
I mean, do you let them traipse around paradise?
do you let them, run in a parking lot and let them get hit?
You have to instill some common sense in them.
How are they going to
right?
learn not to get hit in the parking lot?
You tell them the consequences of being run over by a car. You present that to them. Like, this is a 4,000 pound metal machine.
Yeah.
And if you try to go up against it, you're going to lose.
Mm-hmm. Gmail.
Yeah. Okay. Got him.
Unless you
I
jump,
swear to you, it's going to work this time.
unless you jump really fast onto the hood, and
You're teaching them ninja tricks?
Yeah, Ninja Bro, help us out here.
the car's coming, jump.
How the hell did I get Ninja Bro too? I don't understand that either.
You're sneaky.
Yeah, that's greatness.
Okay.
Look, there's an attachment.
Is there?
It was.
Oh, look at it. There's an
Boom.
attachment. Okay, let's.
Just play it.
I got it right this time, big guy.
Oh,
Yeah, boy.
Oh, the first official dock line messages from.
We got
Carol will be waiting.
We got to record a greeting, but other than that, yeah, it's good.
That's cool.
Can we get?
On that note, we need to celebrate. Will you hand me the balconies behind you to the left?
The ZZ Top.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot all about this thing.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
Okay, I need a sip of whiskey.
Yes, you do.
I
I hadn't had a sip of whiskey in 3 weeks since we last sipped whiskey.
We had a little too much whiskey at the Chief last night for poker night. That's
Yeah.
a big night. Now, that's a good sip of whiskey you got there,
Yeah,
partner.
amen. Earned it.
Poker night's a good night up at the Chief, in case you haven't heard.
I like the Chief. It's a good place.
It is a good place. Good dude, too.
Yeah.
But guest of the show, friend of the bros, and a good place to get cigars.
Mm-hmm.
I think you got a little butthurt.
Pipe.
And pipe tobacco.
yeah.
And libations.
Mm.
So I think you got a little butthurt because and it was all tongue in cheek, like we were joking around. Well, Heath was saying
Love you,
something, and I was
Chief.
like, yeah, we do. Like, but I was like, okay, that's enough sucking the Chief's dick. Like tongue in cheek, sarcastic.
Yeah.
But sometimes my tone doesn't translate to maybe, like maybe it didn't come off sarcastic. I don't know. But he was like, yeah, I was listening to the episode and I remember that part where you're like, that was enough sucking the Chief's dick. I'm like, yeah, it was a joke, man. We talked about you for like 5 minutes. So
Yeah.
I hope he knows that we love him and he will be back on the show. Trust us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Trust us. And we'll pimp his shit. Because he's just a fucking bad A dude. Like how I censored A or S,
And
but
we've
not effing.
said everything else
Yeah.
tonight.
You know.
Love you, Chief.
All right. What are we? Oh no. We're not there yet. Calm your tits. I can see them, so you better calm them down.
I've been waiting to talk about this all night.
Yeah, but you got this one to explain. What would keep you from getting a flip phone?
Okay, I
don't
was actually
exist?
thinking about this because I don't really text people back anymore.
Oh no, really?
I never noticed.
I had to call your fucking office. Hey,
Never
Doc
noticed.
is not replying to my text. Can you go check and make sure he's alive?
One of the plights of being a friend of Doc is like, does the motherfucker ever respond?
Yeah.
Actually, the last week you have been pretty good about it. So what's up?
No, I just went through a phase. Don't worry, it won't last.
Which phase? Like the one where you respond or don't respond?
No,
Which-
respond.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's great. Well,
Yeah.
we better soak it up while we can.
So you told yourself, I'm just going to try and do better about responding to my text, and that's going to die off in about a
See
week.
how this goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then and so I was sitting around. I was like, man, that pressure to just change to a flip phone is real.
yeah,
It's like the only reason I wouldn't now is because of ChatGPT.
you can't get rid of AI. Like, everything that on this phone, of all the things, it's AI.
It's AI.
Then keep it as just an internet or Wi-Fi only phone.
Yeah.
I mean, is it fair to just designate it that? You know, if I'm not with a flip phone, you didn't like judge yourself for not texting people back, right? Because you're like, okay, every time I have to put a letter, I have to hit the number 3 times.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's like, screw that. I'm not gonna do that.
It's
You just
exhausting.
call people.
We're exhausted with just actually typing out the actual letters now. So
Yeah.
because of voice to check.
Oh, and now I got to put my glasses on every time I want to send a text message. But yeah, if
Or you can be total savage, bro, and just voice to text, and whether it translates accurately or not.
You get what you get.
Yeah, you get what you get.
yeah.
You got problems, call me.
You've got to decipher it. It's hilarious. Is there a key to go along with this encryption? Or
Dude,
what?
we should just post all of his texts.
Oh, we really
That whenever,
yeah.
when he sends one, it goes straight to
Screenshot
Facebook.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Screenshot it. Yeah. That's a really good fucking idea, actually. I like that a lot. So do you go ahead, Coco?
I was just going to say that the new doc line does accept SMS messages.
Ooh, snap.
But
Even better.
We have to set that up too.
Okay.
It made me think, since we're talking text, I'm like, oh wait, we could get some text too. So
Yeah, no, I like that. Text to the doc line.
Text or call or.
wait a
Yeah.
minute, Doc
7?
doesn't answer text, so you don't even bother. So we're good.
I got it 435-7525.
940-435. You know, okay. I'm going to pull something up, but we're going to talk. Okay. We've also got to give our country code.
1
1 plus.
1+ 940. Okay, there you go. Because let me show you. Oh, damn it. Why?
Is that like equal opportunity or
There we go.
why do we have to do that?
I will show you.
We have to do that because
we have I mean, I'm not bullshitting, pulling legs, nothing. Like, we have lots of people. God dang it, really? I don't know which one's what. Fuck. This is why. No, I don't want to create it. I want to look at this. What? It's not even the right language.
It's in Spanish.
Oh, now it's changed again.
no.
don't update password.
What?
Translation available. What way?
Benvenuto,
Shit, you've been signed out.
dude.
I mean, talk about it. Registrati.
Yeah.
Is that what it said?
Why? Does,
Somebody's hacked us.
okay. This is all English.
Yeah.
Yep.
Welcome
Okay.
back.
All right, here we go. All right. I'm just gonna say,
great.
Ghost
Okay.
Bros ISP is messing with us. Okay. How do you like that, Coco?
I like that.
Yeah. How do you like that?
Dude.
That's
That
pretty
and that's
impressive.
15,000.
and that's down.
Yeah.
We were up to like 3,000 a day. Okay, so look at this. Look at
Holy
that.
shit.
Why?
So our brothers and
listeners
sisters
all over.
Well, look at this. Okay, our brothers and sisters across the pond
Yes.
Yeah.
seem to like us. Like, we have a pretty Cool.
Yeah.
Look at this, the UK.
We have ghosted out the UK with all those
Holy
dots.
shit.
So yes, we need to include the country code in our dock line.
Oh, dude,
And
you know, it'd be cool. It'd be
Yeah.
cool to get
And
some calls
Scotland.
from.
Yeah. Hey, you fucking wankers.
Yeah.
You suck ass. Turn your shit off and quit podcasting.
You know, we're gonna get more of that than we already think that's
Oh,
useful.
yeah, we hope so.
But you know they don't get any of this shit over there. It's like that's so heavily censored.
Yeah.
God, there's a bunch in London. That's
Yeah.
insane. How did we get all the way over there?
Not real sure, man. It's just one of those things. I think the Infamous episode really brought us a lot of people from across
And
the
is
pond.
that like okay?
Some New Zealanders here.
Okay, where's that in the
Australia.
Middle East?
Australia
is
does
that
not like us.
like
Ooh. China, yeah, not so much.
No,
They probably
right,
don't have access to us.
No, they don't. I
Yeah.
guarantee
right,
they don't.
right below Turkmenistan,
Turkmenistan. That's not
and-
nice.
Kazakhstan.
That's Iraq, bro.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's Iraq.
But
no,
Pakistan, we got a lot in Pakistan.
yeah. I mean, we got one dude here in Moscow hanging
Whoa.
in there. The Scandinavians
I bet
do
it's
not like
Putin.
us. They do not like us at
No,
all. No,
doesn't look like it.
A guy in Stockholm and one in Denmark.
But
That's impressive. It really
but-
is.
But yeah, I mean, we'll take
Great
that.
Britain. Oh my God.
And the Aussies, yeah, we got
I think it's catching on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Some New Zealanders like us.
Wait, what's over there? Oh, we just circled the globe. That's all we did.
Are we circling it or is it flat? Oh no.
So our biggest density is obviously United States, Scotland, and Great Britain.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool and flattering. So thank you from all the brothers and sisters across the pond in the UK, Scotland,
absolutely.
Ireland.
I like me some UK.
I mean, we really do. Like, and they've single-handedly turned like Jeremy Clarkson into a world treasure.
All right.
What does that mean?
He's celebrated across the world.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's why. They may not agree with us. They may hate the guy. I don't know. But he puts on a good, entertaining show. And he's a farmer now. Okay. So flip phone, back to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking about changing. I really
all
am.
the things,
Chat GPT.
that's it. That's the only thing keeping you here.
Yeah.
What about navigation? That is
Tesla.
no bullshit. Okay. In the urban jungle of Chicago, we would not have gotten around if it wasn't for the public transit option on Apple Maps. Not only does it show you like transit routes, it will like give you transit schedules, times where to be. Like
So can you not? How do people survive without smartphones?
you'd have to ask like a crackhead or a local there, you know, like, hey man, here's $5. Where do I need to be?
Yeah. Yeah. So I didn't actually think about that because generally,
If you're outside of your car, it's a nice tool to have.
right. If I'm not in a Tesla,
Right.
I don't have navigation, but for the phone.
Yeah.
I did not actually think about that.
But you know, here we're not living in a sprawling urban jungle with massive public transit like they have in
know where
Chicago,
I'm
New York, or LA, whatever.
Right, I'm going down the road,
Yeah.
and the road doesn't turn
This is Texas.
until I get
We drive to our
to the
destination.
place. Yeah,
Some
exactly.
bitches.
Yeah. I don't know. I hadn't thought about that. I'm gonna have to think about it.
That for me is probably the biggest reason to keep this some bitch.
Yeah,
But I don't know. There's
I don't sit around on Instagram anymore.
I go through phases like where I should not be on it as much as I am, and I go through phases where I'm not on it at all.
Yeah. Do you measure that by how much you judge yourself?
Yes.
For being on it?
Yes, I do.
It's like you feel guiltier the more you're on it.
Yeah, but it's also like devolved. Facebook and Instagram, it's devolved into just ads. Like everything, I don't see anybody's post anymore really, or anybody's pictures. It's just like 10 ads and then maybe one friend's post. It's so annoying now.
Yeah.
It's just, it is the new yellow pages.
You remember what happened to the Whiskey Bros Instagram that one time? To where the search just
With
ended
scandalous
up-
women.
Yeah.
Yes.
It just organically happened.
Yeah,
Organically.
You know?
Doc forgot to log out and get into his own account.
You know, it's like that's a real problem.
Suddenly
too.
there's big naturals everywhere.
The search ends up encompassing what you think you want to look for,
Yeah.
but not really capturing what you really want to look for.
Yeah. And we won't go into those details.
Sure.
Yeah. So flip phone or not, Call the doc line. Let us know why.
Yeah.
You have 2 reasons to call tonight.
I mean, that's like the map functionality. That's no small thing.
It is no small thing, but for you,
Right.
the texting is already out the window because you suck at it anyway. So
Yeah.
you're not going to miss that, obviously.
Yeah. It's like returning to a time where you actually like called and talked to people on the phone.
But you don't answer your calls either.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
Valid.
1 out of every 3, I think I can get through to you.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
I have to call his wife sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, hey, will you tell Doc to call me?
Oh, that
please?
was Savage Bros in my theory. Like,
Yeah.
he's been answering his text a lot. He goes, his wife's probably sick of me calling her to try to get a hold of him. Like, valid. That's valid.
Yep.
Okay, you ready for this, Doc? Are we going to move on to it and wrap
Sure.
this shit up?
Sure.
Okay. Chest feeding.
What the hell?
We're out of we're finally out of the month of June. You got
Or into the month of July.
July.
Yeah.
Hard you, bro. July.
July.
Say it like a Texan.
July.
Oh no!
Bud's debate.
I ran across this shit. I don't know where I did, but CDC encouraged. This is the CDC.
Okay.
The CDC. Who's doing that?
I don't think
I
this
doing
is
that?
what we were looking at before.
It is.
It is.
The CDC encourages biological males.
What does
to
that mean?
chest feed.
Biological males.
You were born with a dick and balls.
Okay.
Okay. Biological males to chest feed newborns fails to mention possible risks. So this is the CDC telling a dude
males.
that has taken hormone therapy
To become a woman.
and cut his junk off to become a woman. I
They
don't know
don't
how
necessarily have to cut the junk off, right?
well.
To be
How do you? What newborn are you breastfeeding?
Maybe-
If you have a cock and balls.
maybe the newborn of your biologic female.
It's not going to be a wife.
I mean, maybe it is, right? Like every arrangement's.
I don't get that. Let's cut your shit off so that you can be a lesbian. What is that?
Then you were attracted to women? What?
I mean, if that's your like flavor.
Yeah.
Okay, that aside,
Okay.
This is
biologic dudes.
this is
so
outright
CDC
lunacy.
recommends biologic dudes not to breastfeed their babies.
no, they recommend biologic dudes to breastfeed
Here, scroll
their
up.
babies.
Scroll up.
The
Let's-
headline. Let him read the headline.
Okay.
Okay.
The guidance, however, was met with criticism by some doctors who pointed out in the CDC's health equity considerations. Why is that even a thing? Why is health equity considerations? Guidance for transgender people. Nothing is mentioned
That's
about
hard.
the potential risks for the infant. We love the infamous. That's different than the infant. Okay. We'd have no idea what the long-term effects on the child will be if a breastfeeding trans woman, ergo a man, uses all kinds of off-label hormones. Executive director of the Conservative Association of American Physicians and Surgeons told the Daily Mail. A lot of people are pushing for off-label use of drug. It's becoming so politicized that you can do all kinds of things for politically approved purposes.
I would agree with that
Yeah.
statement.
If you're a trans, whatever the fuck you are that used to be a dude, and you're putting an infant child up to that's child abuse.
And you're breastfeeding.
It's child abuse. In your breast,
So can biologic men breastfeed?
well, you're the doctor here. I don't know how that's possible, but you tell me.
I mean, you take enough hormones. Can you provide for the nutritional needs
Do we,
of an infant?
as males, right now with our
Yeah, our chest.
chests out,
Yes.
do we even possess like the glands,
The mammary
glands to
glands.
produce milk? Do we possess?
I
that?
actually do not know the answer. to
Okay,
that.
so I guess we're gonna have to ask Chad.
Ask the
Thank
Google.
God for Chad.
But even so,
Love you, Chad.
what if you end up with the ability to lactate? Like what
Okay,
are you truly giving that child? Like what is
Well, I mean, theoretically, if you end up with the ability to lactate, you could give that child nutrition, right? It would be
our biological males?
Chad's going to ban me
Do biological males?
because you're asking this question.
Well, then it's
Okay. Yeah. Ask it. Okay. Let's see what it says.
do
Do
biological
have the capacity.
males
biologic males after appropriate hormone therapy.
No,
right?
No, I'm gonna before that because you have to have the equipment without, right? Like you have to have the mammary glands. You don't just grow the
theoretically, even dudes have some mammary glands.
Do my biological males possess mammary glands? Not mammary.
And could they, in 2 M's,
Just hit the search.
Oh, he wants to add more onto this.
E.
God dang it. I hate this little keyboard. Is that right?
Sure.
No.
Right click the fucking thing.
Mummery. Leave it.
Okay.
Okay. And could they breastfeed with appropriate hormone therapy?
I think the easiest question would have been, can males breastfeed?
Question mark.
Question mark. Okay. That's got to be specific.
They do. Okay. Underdeveloped. That's what I thought.
Okay.
Non-functional. Okay. Of certain hormonal influences. Okay. So mammary glands are present in all mammals, including humans. Yeah. Regardless of sex. Yada, yada. Strongly influenced by hormonal signals. Okay. With appropriate hormone therapy, it is possible for biological males to stimulate the development of mammary tissue and potentially induce lactation. This process would involve administering hormones, yada, yada. Okay, yada, yada. Additionally, there are other drugs, domperidone, okay, which increase prolactin levels, might be used to further promote milk production. However, inducing lactation in biological males is a complex, not always successful process.
So you could potentially starve a fucking infant to death. If the CDC is recommending you chest feed.
Yeah, okay. So maybe it depends on how early the hormones are actually started.
The terminology is already driving me nuts on its own, right? Like chest feed. Okay, if you're a trans woman, now you have breast, right?
Valid.
That's okay.
Valid.
Just call them a breast. So this is such PC political woke horseshit to me.
Okay. Okay, I gotcha.
And if you're a male former or current and don't possess the biological equipment to birth a child, putting an infant to your chest is outright child abuse, in my opinion.
That's hardcore, man.
I'm hardcore.
Yeah.
This is one of those hard no's.
Might as well be Trump.
This is one of those hard no's. Yeah.
Man, okay. That's wow.
I suffice it to say,
can't fool Mother Nature, Dr. Stuart Fisher, an internal medicine physician, said.
That's kind of a powerful line and a correct one.
Right? Okay,
it's an emerging field.
Okay, so I have a leveling statement. Here's my leveling statement. If you're taking lots of shit, you should think twice about breastfeeding your child, because you might pass it to your child.
They don't care though.
Chest feeding or breastfeeding.
Yeah.
Right?
Do they truly care though? Because their agenda is not about the child. It's about whatever
makes them feel good.
Bingo. Yeah. Yep. It's whatever makes them feel good. It's about their
You're saying the CDC.
No,
the person,
the male,
the
person that's actually doing the breastfeeding.
Yeah, the they, them, whatever they want to be called with whatever pronouns.
Maybe this is how they won the war on Medicare or Medicaid, whatever the hell it is. Yeah.
This is the defeat of Medicare right here.
Oh, and it lists that domperidone as well. Breast stimulation.
Isn't that a champagne? Dom Perignon.
Yeah, it is actually. Yeah.
Don't give your infant Dom Perignon. One, they're too young to appreciate it. Two, it might kill them.
Wow,
Dom Perignon. Yeah. So this is all the way back to 2004, which that's outdated, narcissistic, racist, homophobic. Whatever.
So, yeah, it's hard to know what to say to that.
Well,
right?
We've sufficiently lowered the bar of the podcast here.
On a positive note, okay, in and around that. So I am reading a book by Ian McGilchrist, and basically it's called The Master and His Emissary, and it's talking about the difference in brain halves, right? And he puts forth the argument in that we favor holding infants on our left side for a reason.
I never thought of that. I'm right-handed, but naturally
you hold the baby in the left hand.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Because you need your right hand
whether you're
free
chest
to do
feeding
shit.
or not, right?
Definitely not chest feeding. God.
You know, and
But yes.
okay, this is beside the point, but like you can get various chest harnesses, just like who was it? The actor in the movie, was it Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Oh yeah, where he actually
Mr.
like you
Mom
have
or some
the
shit
pod
like that?
full of milk or whatever.
Yeah, and then the baby like breastfeeds,
Yeah.
but chest feeds through this
Yeah.
contraption. That's beside the point. But the nature and the tendency is actually to hold babies on the left side.
So why?
It's so that we can gaze at babies through our left eye.
Okay.
I know, right?
Why?
Why would that?
I feel like that most people are right-handed, so they need the right hand free so they can do shit like get
That's
a
a very
bottle and
practical explanation.
yeah. I mean that would be my thought.
Yeah.
So
It turns out that the left eye is connected to the right side
Side of the
brain
brain.
Hemisphere,
side, right hemisphere, and maybe that is the hemisphere that is predominantly associated with caring,
Okay.
not
kinda makes
figuring
sense.
out, but just caring.
Another reason to call the doc line now. Okay.
That's right.
If you're a left-handed mother, was it more natural for you to hold your kids in your right-handed or right side position, or did you automatically go to the left side? Call
Yeah.
the doc line. What's the number, Doc?
I know, right?
Don't forget that country code.
Yeah. +1
There you go.
940-435-7525.
I know
was right.
we got a left-handed mother out there somewhere.
oh, absolutely.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, one of the 20 listeners.
I don't know if they listen to us, but
But I was listening to this book thinking like, okay,
how many books
Really?
do you read at once?
I know, dude. It's every time he's in here, he's talking about a new book. So
I know, right?
that's
at
why he's not
once,
answering our text.
Yeah, it sounds like you're reading like 3 books at once.
I'm reading 6 right now.
Holy shit! There's no way I can keep up with that.
At a time.
Yeah. I'll knock out
How's that not exhaust? Like, how do you
book
keep up with
to
the context
4 books
of
a
each?
week,
Okay,
depending on the week in the book.
you're a fast reader then.
I'm slow.
Really?
Yeah, slow.
How do you keep up with the context of each book, though? Like, and not get them intertwined or confused?
Yeah, it's a valid question.
Yeah.
Okay, so like right now, whenever I wake up, I actually read 2 books.
God.
And then at lunch, I read 2 books. And then in the evening, right now, it's like 2 books.
What in the world possessed you to want to try to tackle that in that method? Like, most people would say,
Yeah,
I
that's a
will
good question.
read one book at a time. I'll do it very quickly,
Yeah.
and then on to the next one. But you want
And
to,
some books are like slow readers, like you read a chapter at a time.
yeah,
And then other books, you're like fiction.
Yeah.
I feel like
blazing through.
Yeah, I feel like the books that you read are really specific about a single topic.
Sometimes,
So that's
yeah.
how you can keep them
Like segmented.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Oh no! I'm
Digress on
glad
that.
you're here talking,
Yeah.
man. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
But all that to say, it's like next time you pick up a baby and cradle the baby,
Yeah.
like take it, like if you're favoring your left side, there's probably a reason.
Oh, I know. Automatically am. It doesn't, no matter what.
Yeah, it's
Right
like
here.
I could
That's the way I was,
visualize
too.
it. I could
Yeah.
see it.
I think
Yeah.
I've switched when Cora was an infant. Like switched her to my right side temporarily for some reason, and it felt so weird and unnatural.
You just switch her back to
Right
the left.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
This ZZ Top, this Tres Hombres from Balcones. It's good, but I forgot how smoky it was. Do you
Yeah.
want, do you want a taste of it?
I do want us to taste
well,
it.
why didn't you say so?
Yeah,
Well,
let's get you some.
I was working on a beer over here and then realized it was out. So
It is. It is smoky.
Yeah. Oh boy.
yeah.
I know it's been 3 weeks since I've had a drink of whiskey, so it's
Do you remember that one of those early? Well, it wasn't before we even released the podcast. Like we have the vault episodes.
Oh,
where
yeah.
we're podcasting and Doc's talking, and then the mic's just like boom.
Yeah,
Definitely whiskey
while
and
it
news.
was falling.
All three, Doc's just chatting away, and all three of us are like, oh,
Yeah.
boom.
While it's falling, Heath goes, "Oh God, Doc's dead."
Doc just died. If you want to get into the Vault episodes, it's
man.
it's a pay-per-view, so $29.95 per episode.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that what we're charging?
You can learn about such topics as-
$2,995.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
$2,995.
Okay,
That's
sure.
what
I
you
like
said.
that. Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
You can learn about such subjects as shrimping. Probably you're going to want to know. Don't Google
Oh my
that.
gosh. Do not Google that.
On that note, boys, maybe it's time to call it a night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, happy Independence Day, America.
We didn't even talk about that.
No, we didn't. Sorry
Next
to
episode.
all of our British listeners for that defeat.
Yeah.
But we got some fireworks to blow up on the 4th of July, okay?
Okay.
We still love you, though. We still are brothers and sisters across the pond.
We love you.
All's forgiven.
Fish and chips.
Just don't try to come over here and tax our tea anymore, please. Okay?
We're already taxed enough. We're good.
We've got our own tax problems now, okay? Yeah, you remember the good old days where it was like 2% tax on tea? Fuck you, we're going to kill everybody. And I was like, 40% of our income? Okay.
Yeah.
60. Okay.
Okay. It's under 50%. Okay. Okay.
No questions asked. Here you go.
400 kajillion to the Ukraine. Okay. It's fine. Okay. All right.
Fine. They got our best interests in mind.
Zelensky needs that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. As does the CDC, obviously.
You know what I think? Oh, this is hot off the press, and it's not even the press. Nobody has mentioned that the half-life of nuclear fallout in Chernobyl, which is in the Ukraine, is starting to disappear. Like it, and those regions and those farmlands are once again inhabitable. So the timing is a little questionable. And Chernobyl, the power plant is still there.
Yeah.
So
Where are you going with that?
Interesting.
I don't know.
Okay.
just
Okay.
Just putting it out there. Just Putin wants the Ukraine, and that region was pretty important back in the day, and those lands are atomically inhabitable again. So you don't have to worry about your radiation exposure.
So there's something there.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a
Okay.
resource there that he wants.
Maybe we'll actually learn why Putin invaded Ukraine.
Yeah. It was once part of the Soviet Union for sure. But
Okay.
what is so important there that he wants back?
I mean,
What is it?
good question. Call the dock line.
Yeah, call the dock line. Did the Whiskey Bros just unearth something?
No.
Maybe we did. Find out. Anyways, happy 4th, happy Independence Day from all of us. Thanks for listening. We love you. We appreciate you, and keep it real. Keep it safe. Don't blow off any of your appendages or fingers.
Yeah. Don't start grass fires.
Yeah, that too.
Or if you do blow them off, send pics.
Yes, send pics. Yeah. So Whiskey Bros. What is it? Whiskey Bros 2017 @gmail.com.
That's right.
Send off those blown off hands in them. All right, that's it for me. Good night.
Adios.
Yep.
You've been listening to the Whiskey Bros Around the Table. Gracias por convivir con los hermanos Whiskey.